It was actually funny. Like, I have to share this. Recently, the professor was saying something about giving us midterm exam during the midterm, and then somebody said, "That's not gonna happen. I'm going to the beach." No, I was like, wow, this guy for Nigeria FBD so.
And you don't pay first. You don't pay first. Your math number, they'll take your math number sharply. That's F first in that course.
Correct F.
So moving on from visa being approved to working out, like, it's nothing. What then did you do after your visa was approved? How did you prepare? How many weeks did you, plan to leave? Like, how was all of that? Did you take the whole Nigeria with you coming to the United States of America?
I tried my best to do that.
Oh my God, you like food?
Yes. So, like, I basically came with two baggages. One was solely for food stuff.
Dedicated.
Yeah, everything inside was food stuff. And there was another bag just for clothes and every other thing. But the other guy was sacred, because, you are changing soil, you are changing environment. The things you are acquainted to, the things you love eating, you won't see them as much as you will see them, a few days ago, I was fantasizing eating corn, roasted corn,
Good news. I tell you. Yes. I'm
so, corn and pear. Kai. It's so good.
So I'm not alone, because I used to think I'm crazy when I'm telling people Let's continue.
Well, so I packed food stuff, the stuff that it'll be difficult to get here, soup stuff, and some others ingredients and all those many basic things now. And that's basically what I loaded the first bag. I was trying my best to meet with the limits and all that. Then the other bag was I still exceeded the limit though, because there was no way. When I packed everything at first and I weighed it, it was like so these people must be joking. How will I use this thing to? I'm packing. I'm not moving from one place to another place in the same zone. I'm practically living, so you don't expect me to take how many kg. I should just carry 3 clothes and start living. So I actually exceeded the limit though, but considering changing location, it's worth it. Yeah.
So what flight this thing did you use? And did you purchase the one-way ticket or two-way ticket or round trip or whatever? And how was that like for you?
Okay, it was Ethiopia Airlines and it was a one-way ticket.
How much was it?
Huh?
How much was it?
It was around 400. Yeah.
$400.
No. Okay, Nigeria currency. Yeah.
400,000.
So yeah. Ethiopia Airlines was really cool. It's really cool. I think it's way better than some of those other airlines in terms of the food.
Oh yes. What did they give you?
Yeah, they gave me some really similar stuff. It's not our own noodle, which it's not Nigerian Airlines, and I hope sooner or later
Yeah.
The government will give us our own, and then they'll be giving us a bar and all
Cannot eat.
that. but whatever they served was waste. You know, there's rice, like, and they do it almost every. Let me exaggerate a little. Every 20 minutes, you just see them. Oh, rice, beef, chicken, or fish. Oh,
Where
there
is
you
this
go.
chicken or fish?
Yeah, you have a choice. Like, and it was constant. After I give you that, they come with their coffee or tea. Then you take that, and it was way cool. With my previous experience with Delta, I think their food was okay. Their food was perfect. Like, relatively speaking, it was perfect. There were things I was familiar with. It's not the one that they will serve you something and then you are looking at it like, what's this? And there was still what's this kind of thing in their package, but there was still the things I knew.
Was there a stopover?
Yeah, we stopped at Addis Ababa.
Okay.
Yeah, we stopped at
Um,
Addis Ababa.
so let's talk about your experience on the day of the trip and when you arrived the United States of America, the US port of entry. What was that experience like? Was there a time you were almost like somewhat confused at the airport, maybe at the stopover, you couldn't really understand the signs? Do you have any advice for people that will be traveling? What did you learn differently? How were you treated? How was the COVID-19 safety measures implemented at those airports? What was it like even in the aircraft? Like, was there any safety measure in place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, it was compulsory to put on your face mask, and I think that was the longest time, like the longest duration that I've ever worn the face mask at a stretch. It was lengthy, and then my face mask was always on. It was not convenient at all. I think sometimes I had to just go to the restroom and just take the nose
Breathe.
mask off and
Yeah.
breathe. And the other times I had to take it off was when I was gonna eat. Definitely, there was no way I was gonna use osmosis to collect those things inside. So I had to take it down. But because of the whole, you must wear your face mask, and despite the fact that it was compulsory to wear your face mask, I also saw it as actually being safe, because you are in an aircraft with a lot of persons from a lot of places. You don't know who is carrying what. So you want to be safe. You want to be safe yourself. So that was actually the greatest motivation for me wearing the face mask, actually. Because I don't think there was anybody that would come and penalize you within your aircraft and say, okay, you're not wearing your face, yeah, come and jump down. So
But
so
was there any social distancing practice
yeah, social distancing.
in
I
terms
don't
of
think
the
that,
kids?
yeah, I don't think so. But I was lucky enough, like, uh the all through the journey, I never had seatmates. You understand? It was like a full size for me, so I was always alone. I could spread out, stretch out, and there was nobody close to me. The seats were empty. The seats close to me, not necessarily because of the
Because
whole COVID. Just, I think it was not booked or something.
And so at the airport, when you got to the US port of entry, what was it like? You remember you had like a dedicated bag for your food items. How was that experience like for you as well?
Yeah, they asked some questions like, "What do you have? Do you have beef, chicken, and all that?" But like, I already knew they don't take in chicken, and yeah, and you have to dry your stuff. So I told them I had dried leaves. I told them I had dried fish and all. I just told them whatever was inside, and they did their scanning and all that. And when they did their scanning, they checked, and I think it was okay. Okay, no, that was in Ethiopia. They had to collect my hand sanitizers
Hmm.
from my carry-on,
Hmm.
like nothing liquid.
Yeah.
So, but basically in O'Hare, that's Chicago. No, it wasn't really. There wasn't really anything. They just asked, and I told them what was inside, and then um, As usual, you meet with your port officer, asking you for your I-20, and then ask a few questions. Like, but necessarily, he just asked me the school I was going to, and that was all. So there wasn't really so much quizzing. And for the baggages, they scanned it and they asked me what was inside. And then, you have to fill a form. So I filled that form, submitted the form, and then they scanned it, and then that was it. Uh, Located the next flight to Birmingham. Yeah.
So how has your experience been at Birmingham, so to say, in the United States of America? How would you describe the educational system? I believe right now is it still the hybrid approach that UAB is using?
Yeah, UAB uses a hybrid approach. Yeah.
Okay, so how has that been for you, considering where you're coming from?
Well, it's been it's been okay. It's been cool. It's been convenient actually. Unlike I like being free. Unlike the conventional going to classroom and then you have a lecturer before you and then you have to sit upright and listen. This is why you can just lie down and be listening to your lecturer, and if you want to take notes, you take notes and all that. And just ensure you turn off your camera and then you mute yourself. And you are good. So you are very convenient. So, you can listen, and then if you could also multitask. You can be in a class and be multitasking. You understand? You know what I mean? So that's good. It's actually great, and the educational system is nice, and coupled with the fact that freedom and all here, and then I think recently it was actually funny. Like, I have to share this. Recently, professor was saying something about giving us midterm exam during the midterm, and then somebody said, "That's not gonna happen. I'm going to the beach." No, I was like, wow, this guy for Nigeria FBD. So,
And you don't pay first. You don't pay first. Your math number, they'll take your math number
yeah,
sharply. That's F first in that course.
correct F. Then if God is gonna be with you, you will graduate at
Well,
the right time. It was actually, but it's been cool thus far. Nice system, and with a lot of assignments, like assignments on top of the assignments, like each prof believes you are taking only his course. You don't you don't have another course you are doing. So he gives you assignment like this is the only thing you are doing throughout this semester, and the other guy does the same thing. So you have to, you know, find a way to integrate everything and try and meet the deadline. So it's been good thus far. It's been great.
So how has it been in terms of like, getting to know people, becoming friends with people? Because, I mean, when things were normal, you could go to the classroom and then you meet with your, classmates one-on-one and then potentially become friends. But that's not the case anymore. It's more of like, a Zoom session. How is that affecting your being able to make friends?
Yeah, that's a great issue. That's a great issue. The whole social integration is absent at the moment because you know, like, and some people just like their own private space, even within this whole Zoom stuff. I think there was a class I was suggesting maybe we the students will have a WhatsApp group for easy
As a
communication.
sharp guy.
You know the story now. but
As people.
but then like it was like I was suggesting something absurd. Oh, I was sorry, sorry, forgive me.
Forgive us.
Yeah, it's our way, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
And
so
that's one thing that it's not new to me. Like, I also noticed that like during my time, even though it wasn't like the COVID time thing, but I think they're not necessarily used to that. Nigerians were so WhatsApp.
yeah,
So everything about us is just anything we have to do, like in terms of group or it's WhatsApp thing. So, but for them, it's rarely like that. They're not used to. They're just I see you. That's it. So, I totally understand.
yeah, they like their space a lot.
Yeah, a lot. But do you have friends regardless?
Well, do I? I do online friends. No, those friends you meet online, like chat online, everything online, but physically, no, no, you've not seen yourself. You just somewhere there's somebody you understand, and but it's just I've made a few physical friends though, but most of them are online. Social distancing friends. You know, and that's basically it. Because and then yeah, a few physical friends, and then most of the others are online. Then we do chat online, we talk online, but that's just it. No, I think that's the downside of this whole online thing. Like meeting persons
It becomes very difficult.
face to face can never be
You can't.
replaced by online stuff. Never. No matter how effective, no matter how convenient it might be, but they are no mates. You can't replace one with the other. So probably if it was there were classes, you get to meet people, and then maybe physical interactions. Then you get to understand people more. Understand, because anybody can hide behind the phones on systems and be anybody, but physically we're good. Hopefully things will get better soon.
Things will definitely get better. I can't wait for when that happens
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
2020 was just that year for everybody. And
Yeah.
it's also, rubbing into like 2021. This is March. I'm saying we're
No, it's like three
April.
over 12 already.
Do you understand? So we just hope that things just go back to normal very soon. I wanted to ask this question because I think you're the first PhD candidate that I have interviewed. So, what can you say about the PhD application process? Because most people I know there are people that are watching my channel or my videos and then they are really interested in like going for a PhD or they are in the process already. What is it like? What are the things needed? What do you need to submit and all of those things? Is it like, I know you need the GRE thing, but what are the other things that a PhD applicant has to have or do during the application process?